think another one of the really big trends at the festival this year was the need, more so than ever, for creative impact, creativity that truly drives business results.
Creativity is extraordinary. It can come from anywhere and exists in everyone. It's in her and in him and in them.
So the main themes and trends that emerged from the festival this year, and there were many this year, and I should say that for anyone who doesn't know about Cannes Lions, it's a global platform that provides the creative marketing industry with everything that they need, the tools and evidence to be able to connect creativity with business and wider progress in the world as well. And the one thing that really stood out across the main stages this year was obviously AI. In fact, it dominated a lot of the discussions that we saw in the Palais this year and was referenced in more of the winning work than we've ever seen before. So we saw through the work and across all the different talks how AI is challenging us to make ideas more realistic, giving low budget work the option to scale in a way that it didn't before, and allowing brands to react to topical issues with speed in a way that they haven't been able to previously. And I think the main takeaway for us on AI was that it's a tool. If anything, it's something that we need to learn to harness so that we can free up time and space to dedicate to higher thinking ourselves. And I think another one of the really big trends at the festival this year was the need, more so than ever, for creative impact, creativity that truly drives business results. The interesting thing is how things have shifted, over the last 70 years, because that's how long we've been running now. We've seen the proliferation of channels. We've seen the rise of data and technology. Obviously, the growing importance of impact beyond sales and the effects of marketing in society and the wider world. And then we're also starting to see the presence of marketing creativity in more niche places as well, including commerce. This year we introduced a new gaming lion. The other things that we saw coming through in the work was a pleasing shift back towards humor, which we haven't seen in a long time. When we started the festival back in 1954, there were 187 film entries from 14 countries. And, roll forward to today and we have 12,000 delegates attending and 27,000 entries. And over the last 70 years, the changes that we've seen have been absolutely massive. And you can see that reflected in the lions that we have. We have 30 lions in total now. So over the last decades alone, the lions have evolved exponentially since its inception. We now have categories that are recognizing craft and creativity, of course, that's what we're known for, right through to creativity in business to business, in gaming, in sport, and in things like business transformation. So it's just further evidence that the industry continues to evolve and proof that creativity can come from absolutely anywhere. One thing we have decided to do in 2024, after careful consideration, is retire the mobile lions. So that was introduced many years ago now. Mobile has become a part of everything that we do. They are an extension of us in many ways. And a bit like the digital categories that we collapsed a few years ago, it is now time for mobile to sit across absolutely everything that we do, rather than shine a spotlight on it and give it its own moment. But what we are introducing as a result of 2 or 3 years of communication and research with the market is the luxury and lifestyle lions. So that will be the new addition. As mobile bows out, we'll be introducing luxury and lifestyle. And this is a lion that will provide a global benchmark for brands in luxury spaces, recognizing and hopefully celebrating the most impactful creative work. like campaigns, but also experiences and creative business solutions for that particular sector. We often talk about the trends in our industry. It's a very transient industry in many ways. Some of these trends become quite disposable. A few years ago, we were talking about the metaverse and the effect that would have on what we do. And to be honest, nothing's really progressed in that area that we're aware of. But what we need to be wary of, I think, is focusing too much on these shiny trends when actually there are some fundamental things that we need to do in order to get our houses in order. So, focusing on AI is important, of course, but if you don't understand your own brand strategy or the job to be done for your brand or what your strategic assets are, that's a fundamental problem that needs to be fixed. So I think it'll be interesting to see the interplay between the future and things that we need to better understand, like AI, whilst also in combination with that, making sure we have a solid foundation within our businesses to build on in the first place.